Hey guys, my name is Shrival and today in this video I'm gonna be talking to you guys about Sharda University. Now, I applied to Sharda University while I was applying for Amity University, and I applied to both of these because I wanted to have backup plan for my college admission process, obviously. So I applied to Sharda University and the whole selection process was really different from what I experienced at other places. So that is why I wanted to make a video about this, because I haven't seen another video about the whole admission process at Sharda University yet, and I wanted everyone to know more about it so that they don't have problems that I had to face while I was in the process. So yeah, let's get started and talk about the Sharda University's admission process and know more about the whole interview process, the SNU SAT, and what all you have to go through while you are there at the Sharda campus. So first of all, let me talk to you guys about all the documents that you need to be carrying with yourself when you go to the Sharda campus. You need your 9th, 10th, 11th grade transcripts of final marks, and you also need the 12th grade admit card for your CBSE board examinations, and I would also recommend you to be taking your midterm exam results of 12th grade again. All of these documents would be photocopied at the admission center itself, and they would be attested by yourself, and then they would be submitted to the university. Now after you submit all of this, you would be called in for counseling. When you will go in for the counseling session, they would tell you about the regular things, about how great Sharda is, about the whole fee structure, about the different programs that they offer, and about your program in specific. Like, I applied for BSc Physics, so the person that was counseling me went on to ramble about the whole thing about Sharda University and how it excels in BSc Physics, which I highly doubt it does. Anyways, that happened, and from there I got a form which I had to fill up. Now this form was a 2-page form, and it had a lot of information which I need to fill up. So in case you guys aren't familiar with a lot of things about the whole admission process, or about your family's choices about the whole payment stuff, you should definitely take a parent or a guardian with yourself when you are going for the admission process. So once you fill up this 2-page form and submit it, you have to wait until you are called for your testing, the SNU SAT. Now in my opinion, the whole format of SNU SAT is really simple. I'm not talking about the difficulty, I'm talking about the whole format of the paper. There are 5 sections that you have to go through, and you get around 1 minute for each and every question that you attempt. Now here's the difficult part. You get only about 1 minute for each and every question that you attempt, so definitely you have to keep up on the time part. And now there are some questions in the chemistry and mathematics, or even in physics sections, that cannot be solved in 1 minute. But don't panic, even if it takes 2 to 3 minutes. You should be good to go, because the English section and the aptitude testing section is really easy. It's gonna be much more easier compared to the physics, chemistry and mathematics section, and it should take around 20 to 30 seconds per question. So definitely you shouldn't be worried about that. Now if you are applying to courses other than BSc or like BTech or something like that, there can be a difference in the type of questions that you get in the SNU SAT, but I'm not really sure what it is gonna be about. So after you are done with the SNU SAT, you return to the main hall, where you have to wait for another 10 to 15 minutes, or so was the case in my experience. Now for me, the interview was a call type interview, and I wasn't prepared for it. I mean, I went to the university, I was in the interview room, and then I was told that my interview was gonna be happening on the phone call, and that was a really nervous moment for me, a confident breaking moment for me, because I wasn't at all prepared for a call interview. So that is what I want to tell you guys, and that's that you have to be prepared to be given an interview on call, because that can be happening with you too if it happened to me. And well, talking about the questions on the interview, they weren't so easy either. I mean, that person who was taking my interview on the phone call didn't really ask me any personal questions at all. He just went ahead and asked me some things about physics in 11th and 12th grade. I mean, maybe he already had all of my information, my profile, but still he didn't even bother asking me my name, and just went ahead and questioned me about different concepts in 11th and 12th grade. I mean, they weren't too difficult. You didn't have to like provide numericals and stuff like that, but still it was conceptual based, and there were things that you could have missed while you were studying these topics. And that was the case with BSc Physics. I don't know about other subjects, but yeah, that is how I got the experience for BSc Physics. And well, that summed up my entire procedure. Right in that interview room, I was told to wait for another 10 to 15 minutes, and after that wait was over, I was told that I had been selected at Sharda University for the 3 years BSc Physics program. I was never told my score at the SUAT or how I did at the interview, but still I just got selected, and then I was told how much I had to deposit, all stuff like that, and well, the whole selection process was over for me. All in all, do not consider that the Sharda University's admission process is gonna be really smooth. All in all, it's a mixed bag. While it's kind of not really difficult, it's not really easy at the same time, and you do have to prepare for it a few days in priority. But with that said, I also know that most of the people who apply at Sharda University, just like Amity University, do get selected at that university. So I don't know if they weigh SUAT and the interview that much, and the difficulty is just for showing how much they care about aptitude of a child in the whole interview process. So there's that. You never get to know how much weightage this interview and SUAT has, but still, considering that it does have quite a few weightage, I would recommend you guys to be preparing for it beforehand. And well, with that said, this is pretty much it for this video. I will be making some other videos in this playlist of mine, which is about college applications, about Indian universities, and maybe about international universities too. But with that said, that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Shubham Kejriwal, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one.